All right, folks, we're on the weather delay here at Sam Houston State University. We should get things started here in the next couple of hours, but we're in a waiting see mode right now. As soon as we know, you will know, and we'll come back on intermittently and let you guys know what the starting times may be. Thanks, and we'll see you later. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Don Sanders Stadium at the University of Sam Houston State. And we are gearing up for Malakoff 34-7, Cameron Yo 29-7, the regional final 3A contest tonight here. And right now we are in a weather delay. And that delay is going to be at least until 10 o'clock per the radar that we've watched and everybody else has watched, I guess. Going to start clearing out around 9:30, 9:45. Teams will warm up, take the field. And we just talked to head coach John Adair, and he informed us that time they get warmed up at about 10 o'clock before they start, they're going to try to get it in tonight. And then tomorrow, they're going to try to get that one in tomorrow. Rain forecast for tomorrow. Actually, it's going to be raining most of the day, cleared out about around 6:15 tomorrow. And that's if it pushes through at that time they say it's going to push through. But with weather, folks, you don't know. You just really don't know. In case of a change of venue, we will be notified, and then we will notify y'all as well. And like I said, we're right now in the holding pattern, waiting until about 9:30, 10 o'clock to go on the air. We apologize, but this is the way it is, and we can't control Mother Nature. So we'll be with you shortly, and periodically I will come in and give updates on if we start sooner, if we can start sooner or not. And you're listening to the SHN Sports Network on the Malakoff Tiger Sports Channel. And we will talk to you and see you in just a bit.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Texas. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Keep it going. All the way.
That's 10.
We should be able to hear the lineup call.
Well,
Ooh.
he already has a lineup.
No. Like, we can hear them bring them into the game and stuff like that.
I want to hear him. I'm saying the only thing you would possibly need this for is anthem.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we can get the crowd noises
Yeah.
like we did in football. That's all I'm saying. Not saying we have to. I'm just saying we could if we wanted to. So don't crucify.
Anyways. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Mic check 1 2. Wait. Where'd mine go? Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
Check 1 2.
Let me
Check
turn
check.
you up.
Check 1 2, Mr. Snowden. Check 1 2.
It sounds good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, I'm way too hot.
Way too hot?
Yeah. Down a little bit. Down a little bit. Down a little bit. Down a little bit. Right there seems good. Let Joe go again.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Higher or lower?
A little bit lower back off of it a little bit. He's still a little bit too hot.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
There you go. Sounds good.
Now it
Mic
sounds good
check
to you,
1
but I
2.
seem a little. No,
Hold up.
I'm good there. Never
You
mind.
good?
Okay.
Never
Can
mind.
you hear?
Yeah, I'm good.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
Try it again.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
Hold up. Now do it.
Mic check 1 2. I can't even hear myself.
Go ahead.
You're low on me.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
You're good right there on me.
Mic check. Mic check. Mic check.
Okay. There we go.
And ball one.
Go turn that light off, Jonathan.
Why are you having me?
Huh?
I'm just saying. I mean, I don't think you can turn it off. Is there another switch behind that over there?
Well, you can turn one light off, but you can't turn the other.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, no, I'm sure I can find a switch somewhere.
That one right there is fine if you leave it like that.
That's fine right there because,
Oh yeah, you got free stuff too.
well, only the lineup. Well, you don't want to make it too dark.
Okay. You got your battery charged on your phone?
Yeah, 79. Should last.
I'm at 73.
I'm going to go ahead and do a Facebook Live on my camera feed, but shit.
Yeah, I'm tripped up on you because of,
Are you off now?
well, if you want me on the backside of your foot,
No,
but
you can do the front, it's fine.
it just depends how you want it
If I do
set.
the backs, decide to get up, I'll trip over it.
If that's a problem right there, then
No, we're good.
We got one last chance to get out, man.
I know it's the only thing with me is if I breathe hard, it'll come across.
Yeah. Well, we can.
But it doesn't matter
Yeah. We can
unless
turn
it bothers y'all.
No, we're good. Oh gosh, I hate when I get wrapped around a bunch of.
Because how are you playing this? Am I just kind of the third line, or
That don't really matter. We'll just kind of.
well, I'm saying is it mainly you and Jonathan
Yeah,
and me
yeah.
third?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
we can all talk. It'll be fine.
Well, I was gonna say I didn't want to jump in on the color if he's your colored.
Yeah, he's going to do a little color, but that's fine. I mean, you can jump in whenever there's time to jump in, and just kind of like we always do it, you know.
Right.
You'll be all right.
Quick to the point. Get you.
Oh, yeah, you always
Get
are
you the
that.
main point.
Yeah, you're always good with that, bro. All right. Starting line. Hope this will.
No, we're not on yet.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of the Regional 3A final contest between the Malakoff Tigers and the Cameron Yeomen. The Tigers come in tonight's contest with a 34-7 overall record on the season, number 3 in the class. Nathan Jones, batting 6, and wearing number 17 is Nathan Jones. Batting 7th, playing center field, Regan Smith. He'll wear number 12 tonight. Batting 8th, playing third base, wearing number 11, Eric Waldo. And batting 9th, playing second base, wearing number 1, Wes Husted. And for the Cameron Yeomen, batting first will be Tracer Lopez, wearing number 3, shortstop. Ryan Host, batting number 2, wearing number 10, playing second base. Number 3, Landon Green. Number 9, playing third base. The fourth hitter, Dylan Aiken, wearing number 4, playing catcher. Fifth hitter, Brandon McCall, number 6, pitching tonight for the Yeomen. Brandon McCall on the mound. Number 6, Marino Cardona, wearing number 15, playing first base. Your 7th batter is Adam Cardona, wearing number 1, playing center field. The 8th batter in the Yeoman lineup is Armando Reyes, wearing number 2, playing right field. And the 9th batter, Bobby Borges, wearing number 7, playing left field. I'm joined tonight in the broadcast booth by Mr. Joe Ellerson from the Athens Daily Review and Jonathan Snowden. And, guys, we got a bit of a wet one here tonight, don't we?
Yeah, that is an understatement.
It's never surprising. 4 years ago, I was in this same exact stadium watching the Athens Hornets, I believe, probably right around this area, and it rained that night too. So I don't know if it's bad mojo for me being at Don Sanders Stadium, but beautiful night, and we're going to get a game in. Hopefully we'll get game 2 back here tomorrow night.
Yeah, on the high in the mid-70s as the first pitch gets ready to take place. And not too long ago, you and I were down at Madisonville together calling a game in a monsoon down there, and that was just right down the road from here. So this area hasn't been too pleasant for us considering the weather when we've been doing high school baseball together.
State softball has not been a great day today, too. They've had to be moving all over the place. Their original game plan was being played at Round Rock and at UT Austin, and they've had to move all over the place. I had a friend that said he's covering a game tonight over in Georgetown West, so he's being moved all around.
Well, hopefully we don't get moved here. We've all got hotel reservations except for you, my friend. And
I got to get this in the Saturday Athens Daily Review. So,
talking to Coach John Adair earlier, come up in the booth and visited with us for a spell. John was talking about, Coach Adair was talking about, they were thinking about it first, maybe trying to find a place to go to other than here, but couldn't do it because that would be a 2-hour drive, and by the time the weather cleared out here, they would all be there playing at the same time, about 9 o'clock. So here we are, close to 9 o'clock, 9:03 right now to be exact, and we're about to get the first pitch underway. And he said game 2 tomorrow, Joe and Jonathan, would probably be played at its scheduled time at 7 p.m. Looking at the weather for the extended forecast for tomorrow in Huntsville, should be raining most of the day, and around 5 or 6 o'clock start burning off and clearing off for that game 2. And then Saturday's game, if needed, it's going to be more chance for rain then than any day this week, I believe.
And
so
that's supposed to be a 2 o'clock first pitch.
Yeah. And you want to try to get all 3 games in if you can, but if you're the Malakoff Tigers or if you're Cameron Yo, you want to win both games. You want to win tonight and Friday night, so you don't have to worry about Saturday, because Saturday could possibly turn into late Saturday night, or hate to say it, but if things go bad, Sunday.
And you got a good chance on a very short rest that you'd be starting your state semifinal at 9 o'clock or at noon on next Friday in Round Rock. So
True.
that's a quick turnaround to come off a region final and then jump right into your state semifinal.
Yeah, it would be. But one thing that we talked about with Coach Adair a while ago, the kids are resilient. They love playing. It doesn't matter any time of the day, they'll play it. And, it just really doesn't go into their mindset about what time they play. They just want to play.
Joey, you said resilient. Just look back at the Malakoff series from last week playing Woodville in Nacogdoches. I mean, come off of a 2-1 loss in Game 2, down 5-3 heading into the 7th.
Real nail-biter.
Get a clutch hit from your starting pitcher that got pulled, Regan Smith, to get the game-winning 2-run RBI single to win the game and get them here into this round today. Incredible.
A lot of these kids we've covered playing multiple sports now, multiple being maybe 3, and that just never cease to amaze me how athletically gifted that they are and competitive as well. They could step on the football field and go to the baseball field or the hardwood and just not miss a step. These kids are great athletes here at Malakoff right now, and I tell you what, this group right here is a very special group. Made history last week, winning that series against Woodville, and now they're here at the regional final. This is new territory for the Malakoff Tiger baseball program.
One head coach, John Adair's 600th win this year, and it's even bigger because they say they're playing this as a family. Adair treats every kid on this team as a family. Once Malakoff ends this season, Adair's done after 34 years of coaching, and he'll be watching his son right here at Huntsville playing for the Sam Houston State Bearcats.
Yeah, we talked about that too. So what a go-getter Bryson Adair is for this team. Batting number 2 tonight, playing shortstop. Watching him in the infield earlier work before the rain came, he just moves so fast and fluent that he makes it look easy playing shortstop, and boy, does he have a gun on him, too, at shortstop.
Oh, good grief. In a game earlier in this playoff run, Adair had one on the back half of a shortstop and fired it to Cole Gaddis at first and almost got the kid out. I mean, a rocket arm. I could not believe it when I saw it from standing in the dugout.
Yeah, Joey Gallo type arm, if you're a Texas Ranger fan, if you will. But we miss our Hall of Famer tonight, Mr. Marcus Dow. He's on hiatus. Having to work a little extra this week, and he didn't get out like everybody else did, so he's got one more day to put in, and Marcus is going to try to make it down here possibly for tomorrow night's ball game, and we'll get him down here some way. We may have to fly him and Joe in a jet down here tomorrow. We don't know how it's going to work out yet, though, so 2.5 hour drive from your area, Joe, here to Huntsville, and Jonathan and I had a 2-hour drive from Corsicana, so
which wasn't too bad.
No, it wasn't too bad. It was a great little ride. We enjoyed it.
Like I say, 2.5 hour drive for me. I will still be back in Athens tomorrow. Get this in the paper for Saturday. The Game 1 highlights, your Game 2 and possible Game 3 highlights will be in the Tuesday Athens Daily Review. And if the Tigers make state, we'll be in Round Rock with the Tigers for that series as well with the Athens Daily Review.
Yeah, we'll be down there as well. We're already looking at Priceline.com and trying to get our hotels looked at. Not trying to punch a ticket too soon, but hey, I kind of believe in this team. And the motto all year long for the past couple of years of Malakoff is I believe. I don't think that's changed tonight either, or in this series.
The big motto, and on the back of their helmets also this year, Carpe Diem.
Carpe Diem, yep.
And that's how I titled my story in the game clincher last week. I said because they needed to after Game 2. They came back, and Regan Smith said, I need a Snickers. I'm ready for Game 3. And, boy, did he come out and play like he wanted that series to go ahead and come to this week.
You ain't you when you're hungry. That's what Snickers is.
Well, and for these kids here especially, the seniors, you talk about last week being resilient, but this is after that they missed a whole year of baseball last year because of COVID. This is the first year that they're playing baseball since, 2018? Yeah, 2019, 2019, excuse me.
Full season.
Talk about how mature these kids are, the seniors. When they graduated last Friday, They said they went to their party by 11 o'clock. They left that party, went home, got sleep, and was ready to be out there for the Saturday game 2 and 3 back in Nacogdoches.
That is true.
That shows major maturity out of a team to go, hey, parents, y'all can stay at the party, but we're going. And Adair said as soon as the kids graduated, they put on the baseball caps.
Yes, they did.
Sat there and said, all right, now it's our time to go win this series.
Yeah, and we saw that too, and I knew what was going on when they did it. They took their hats off and chunked them in there and put their baseball caps on, signifying they're ready for business here. And some unfinished business for this Tiger baseball team, I might say, too. And I'll tell you what, 2011 now, Cameron Yo's been in this situation before because they won the state championship in Class 3 in 2011. So they're no stranger to the high school playoffs in baseball, as they have one ring under their belt, and the Tigers still reaching for one now. And, we've came so far in many athletic events, football, basketball, and just been denied short. This could be, and I believe this could be it for the Tigers. Still got a tough road ahead of them, but I really believe that they can do it, Joe.
Yeah, and Joey and Jonathan, I don't know if y'all have seen Alan Benhart live in action as the starting pitcher, but you're going to be in for a treat tonight. Benhart, in one series, I talked to him after the game, the first game against Woodville, and Benhart said, guys, I only shook off one pitch that Coach Tyler Wilbanks called, and I shouldn't have shook it off because the kid hit it for a double. He said, I got to trust Coach Wilbanks more. This is his first time after the 7th inning that he went 3 up, 3 down in Game 3 against Woodville. So let's see if he shakes off any pitches against Cameron Yo tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm ready to get this thing started here. I'm anxious to see these kids play for the first time, and it'll be in baseball anyway, and it'll be a pleasure to watch this series between the Cameron Yeomen and the Malakoff Tigers. The officials have come on the field now, and there's 4 officials, and we're about to get this thing started, folks. And again, no video on SHN Sports. It's audio due to UL rules. So, but there are ways that people can watch the game if they choose to.
I believe they said, Joey, I believe from what I heard, these officials are out of the College Station chapter, Waco. I believe that was the 2 chapters that I heard that our officiating career is out of tonight.
Good deal. Well, they've waited a long time to come out. The last time we seen them was about to rain, and then they hightailed it in for cover, and this is the first time we saw them out, and we're ready to go. I bet they're anxious to get this thing started. I know we are. I know the players are. I know the coaches are. I know the fans are. And Malakoff had a good showing tonight here in Huntsville, even on a rainy night, as they are pretty deep here. A lot of the fans sitting right in front of us under the awning just in case it does rain. And that's where most of them's been since about 6 o'clock today, Joe. Jonathan?
Yeah, fairly filled seats, too, for a very wet day also, might I add.
Yeah, good seats here. You got the big awning and the overhang over the press box here, and it covers just about the whole center section of the field here. Again, a little over 1,300 people could be held at this field here. So a good crowd here for both teams, to be honest. And we're going to get this thing kicked off here momentarily.
Very real quick, just to give field dimensions of this park. The corner's 330 to the wall, 375 to the middle outfield, and then 400 kind of semi-Fenway Park type,
Green
type
Monster
setup
type
there.
thing
Green
right
Monster there, straight center,
Well,
but 400 feet right there.
I really would have put a wall at the 330. If you can hit it 400, mister, in high school baseball, you're doing something. I don't know if a wall, but they put it out there anyway. But this is a college baseball field anyway. So 400, yeah, if they hit it out there, it's probably going to be a double. But in the corners, left center, right center, 375, 330, very manageable at least for a couple of these Malakoff Tiger hitters. Cole Gaddis is one of the players.
We saw in
that can
warm-ups.
certainly stick it out, and he was doing it in warm-ups too. Nathan Jones, another one. Brandon Nations goes yard a lot. A lot of these Tigers, they've got some big sticks. We also did a little scouting on Cameron Yo, the Yeoman. Not much of a power-hitting ball club, but they will base hit you to death, and that's what they like to do, hit the gaps. And so they are very good at putting the ball in play, and that's how they win a lot of games too. We talked about small ball earlier. They like to move the runners around, and if they can, they will move the runners around via the bunt any way they can get a run around double steal, they do it. So
real quick, the way that Cameron Yo got here, they had a 3-game series against Buna. They lost their game 1, came back on their Saturday, won their 2 games just like Malakoff did against Woodville. So could be a very interesting way that we see the game tonight.
It most definitely. And this Cameron Yo team, not very good at scoring runs in the first 3 innings, more middle 4th, 5th, 6th inning team.
Yeah, game 2 on Saturday for them was a 9-1 win and then a 2-1 win in the 3rd game. So they had a tight 3rd game as well as Malakoff.
Yeah, you go 9-1 and then you go a tight game after that. It's just kind of
odd. And then you lost
4-2
on your first game, and I think they threw their ace on they didn't throw their ace on the first game. They threw their solid pitchers in game 2 and 3.
I think you could look for Cameron Yo to probably throw their ace tonight against Malakoff, which is going to be Brandon McCall. Brandon McCall has been their ace most of the year this year, it seems like. Mariano Cardona will also come in to pitch for Cameron Yo. Ryan Host also has been pitching some as well. So they've got a bullpen. They've got a pretty deep bullpen at Cameron Yo. Malakoff probably a lot deeper than most of the teams in Class 3A right now with their bullpen, starting pitchers, middle reliever, closers. I think Malakoff gets the nod on that on pitching tonight. So we'll see how their hitting goes.
This series so far, this playoffs that I've seen so far, it's been Ben Hart, Regan Smith, Nathan Jones, Eric Waldo, and Judd Driscoll.
Right on. And looks like they're announcing the starting lineups next door. Adam Cardona, which is a junior, had a 2.33 ERA with 5 strikeouts against Buna in that series. So not too shabby, but you don't want your pitcher to be up in the 2.33 range anyway. You'd like it down below 2 in the 1s if you can.
Well, in Ben Hart's last full game, he threw 85 pitches.
And that's
game 1 win.
And that's what you want to do. That means your pitcher's throwing strikes to the batters and letting his field work. His infielders and outfielders work behind him, and that's theoretically that's what every pitcher wants their goal. If you just throw 85 pitches in a complete game, you're doing your job as a pitcher, most definitely. Yeah, Coach John Adair being announced as the coach this last year at Malakoff, 34-7 on the year. Tigers have played a lot of games this year for sure.
Be prepared for the Athens Daily Review All Henderson County baseball team. Joey and Jonathan, you will probably see a lot of these Malakoff Tigers in top spots
Most definitely.
on our team because they are very solid. Coach Adair has nominated all 9 of his starters to be on our team.
Hey,
so that is huge to say. We're putting in the nominations, and, hey, we're going to put all 9 of our starting lineup in a top spot, and you can pick what superlatives you feel they get. So I'm like, that is a great thing for me to see, knowing, hey,
That's
he's
a
got
lot
the
of
trust to go,
appreciation
hey,
right there.
here it is, and good luck with it.
And maybe a hard chore for you to do as well.
Which once all these playoffs in, I'll throw this out there real quick, Joey, to your listeners for Malakoff softball and baseball. As soon as we get all this wrapped up, I will pick that team, and we will release that team hopefully within the next couple of weeks in the Athens Daily Review.
Awesome. I know a lot of parents will be looking forward to seeing that as well as I will also. Coaching for the Cameron Yeoman, Coach Hector Delgadillo is his name, and he has really brought this Cameron Yeoman baseball team back to life, so to speak. A couple years not doing so well. This year having a really good year. And they wouldn't be having a good year if they wasn't here right now, folks, in this regional final with the Malakoff Tigers. And they're announcing the starting lineups for the Yeomen. They're taking the field as we speak.
And then it will be national anthem and game time finally.
Game time finally. I thought it would never happen. It's 9:24, and some thought we'd play at 10 o'clock, and here it is 9:24. It may get started at 9:30, which is okay by all of us in the press box.
Hey, y'all have a hotel. I have to drive 2.5 hours back.
Oh,
so.
Most definitely.
And we've had a full day at the Athens Review. Real quick, just for anyone that's listening in, Trinity Valley has now released their new Spirit logos for their school today. First time in 75 years they've had their own unique logo. So you'll be able to see that in our paper and also on tvccsports.com. and all the information there that your fellow man, Benny Rogers, does a terrific job with at Trinity Valley. But now for the national anthem.
All righty. National anthem coming up, folks.
Play ball.
Well, guys, I got to tell you, as I stood up, there's more fans here than what I originally saw when I first stood up about 20 minutes ago. They have really packed the house here at Don Sanders Stadium here in Sam Houston, or in Huntsville, Texas, at Sam Houston State University. It's a packed house almost.
Well, they had plenty of time to get here.
Yeah, if you're running late, this is the day to be running late for sure. So we're anxious to see this thing get kicked off here. And like I said, on the mound, Brandon McCall, wearing number 6, will start out pitching for Cameron Yoe tonight. Get a feel of what he's doing here, throwing some strikes. And that's what we thought that he would be doing, is throwing the heater. What we've been seeing so far in warm-ups from Brandon McCall. Up first for the Tigers is the Tiger pitcher, Alan Bernhardt, wearing number 30, and he will be a lefty.
Real quick on Allen, Coach said he didn't really get Allen back in the starting lineup until close to the end of district play, so he's taking a little while to get his legs underneath him, but boy, has he done an amazing job in the first 4 series so far this season.
Right, and, here's the thing. If you look at when baseball started and all the players, when they got their reps in, they start getting better and better. What a time for him to start getting better and better as a pitcher right here. And he is a fresh arm. He's the freshest arm on the staff in the rotation for the Tigers, which is unbelievable right now. And you need a kid like that this time of the year. And if he's leading off, then he's pretty special at the plate too.
Yeah, him leading off, and then if you want an emotional leader, you go to Coach Adair's son, Bryson Adair, and boy, is he one emotional leader in the dugout.
Yes, sir, he is. Coach Adair will be coaching third tonight. Coach Wilbanks on first.
Should be Coach Humphreys.
Alec
Humphreys is.
Okay, Alec Humphreys. I can't see that far, Joe.
Yeah, Wilbanks stays in on the dugout and controls the pitcher, so he'll be calling Allen's pitch count tonight.
First pitch is outside and away, ball 1.
A little off-speed pitch there.
So Bernhardt tried to throw the deuce right there, just didn't hang. There's the pitch. Swung on and hit to right field.
Deep right field, and it's going.
And it is going to be caught by the right fielder, Armando Reyes. Can of corn for him. First out of the game for the Cameron Yoe man. And this is what Cameron Yoe does right here. They put the ball, make you put it in play, and let their defense work.
Just a mention on their defense, they are sitting a lot further back on that left and right field in their positioning for defense for Cameron Yoe.
Number 2 batter, Bryson Adair, playing shortstop, wearing number 5. First pitch fouled off, strike 1. You're just joining us. We are in the top of the first inning here. Home team is Cameron Yoe. There's a pitch fouled off back into the parking lot. I'm hoping my truck was okay on that one. He popped that one out of the
I think
park.
that one might have went more towards the street over there.
Let's hope it does. And did. Hey there now. Looks one in, fouls another one off. Hey there, all
Now
on
that
top
one
of
went
it.
parking lot.
Yeah.
We had a couple of foul balls last week in Nacogdoches that pretty much hit vehicles. Hit them
Yeah.
straight on the hood.
Well, thank you, Joe. It just really makes me happy and excited to hear that. There's the deuce right there, and it doesn't connect. I believe we got a 2-2 count here. And the umpire's not really great on giving the signals, I tell you. There's a pitch, swung on and fouled up in the air. Has a chance for the third baseman to make a play on this ball, and he does. What a play going backwards. And a great play by the third baseman, Landon Green. Kind of a difficult catch for Landon to get up under that time. But he certainly made the catch, and a good job there by the third baseman. Number 27, Cole Gaddis up to bat for the Tigers. Gaddis wearing number 27, as I said, playing first base, batting number 3. Gaddis takes first pitch for ball 1. Gaddis, a lefty, has a lot of pop. And Gaddis is going to hit one down the left field line, opposite field. Had that have been fair, it would have been gone. That went way over the left field wall, Joe and Jonathan, and had that been fair, that ball was gone.
Yeah, that was a really well hit ball right there.
I'll tell you what, it's a good idea, too, because the left fielder, Joe and Jonathan, shading over more to his left than his right. Gaddis takes low ball, 2.
Yeah, in last week's series, Woodville did not pay much attention to trying to pitch to Gaddis because of the power that he has.
I don't think Cameron Yo cares. Oh, my, there's a strike called up high.
Making it 2-2 count.
Man, on mercy, that must have caught the corner at belt high at least, but from my vantage point, but I can't see much anyway. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. And Cole Gaddis goes down on the strikes, and now Cameron Yo has the opportunity to see if they can get something started from the offensive side of things. So after the top of first inning, it's the Tigers 0 and Cameron Yo 0. We'll be right back after these messages. All right, folks, we're back here, bottom of 1. And the lefty, Alan Bernhardt, wearing number 30 on the mound for the Tigers. Tigers dressed in all black with yellow pinstripes, yellow numerals, and looking sharp out there on the field. Cameron Yo in all white in the maroon numbers. First up to bat, Tracer Lopez, the shortstop, wearing number 3. Lopez, a lefty. Going to dig in, hugging the plate here on this first pitch. Benhart brings it, and the ball is going to be foul. And does hit the bottom part of the bat. Probably caught just below the knuckles there, Joe, my Jonathan, I believe. Maybe hit the very end of the bat, the bottom of the bat there, and that's strike one.
Yeah, there's a good chance we'll see Lopez as a pitcher probably maybe game 2 or possibly game 3 if we get to a game 3.
There's a strike right there, fired in by Alan Benhart. And I tell you what, Benhart warming up really looks solid out there on the mound.
Very good at locating the ball here on these pitches, too.
0-2 count here. The money pitch. Tried to throw the deuce right there. Just didn't break for him. Inside ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Lopez. There's a pitch fouled and away to left field.
Joey, in the game 1 start that Benhart had against Woodville in the 4-0 win, he went the complete game, only gave up 3 hits, struck out 10, walked none on 85 pitches.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's pitching
86 pitches.
Hey, I see why he had those good stats now. There's a deuce, a little bit up high, though. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now is the count against Lopez. Benhart on the mound from the stretch. There's a pitch. Low and inside, ball 3. Full count now against Lopez. And Benhart trying to be selective with that third pitch. Don't want Lopez lacing one down that right field line. There's a pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And Benhart sets Lopez down for the first out of this bottom first inning here from Don Sanders Stadium in Sam Houston State University. There's a swing and a hit.
Infield.
Little can of corn just outside the infield. And shortstop Bryson Adair comes down with it. Can of corn right there for 2 outs. And again, Benhart helping his cause there with just 1 pitch to the second batter.
Benhart said he's got 4 pitches in his repertoire, and when all of them feel good, he can place them anywhere on the plate.
Exactly. Landon Green up the bat, the third baseman, wearing number 9, right-handed hitter. There's a pitch, swung on and hit. Nice little hit. The center fielder is right there for the third out. And that'll be the end of the first inning. Going to the top of 2 when we return. You're listening to the Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. 0-0 our score. All right, folks, we're back here, Don Sanders Stadium, on the campus of Sam Houston State University in beautiful Huntsville, Texas. And we are now at the top of the second inning here. And pitching, Brandon McCall still on the mound. And batting, it's number 13, Brandon Nations from the right side. Pitch outside and away, ball 1. So McCall out of the stretch. Second pitch is hit up in the air. And this is going to be high up in the air. And the shortstop's going to come down with it for Cameron Yo. And that's Tracer Lopez, the shortstop, coming down with that Almost exact play as Bryson Adair's catch on that last hit. Up in the air for Cameron Yo.
McCall last pitched in the 4-2 loss against Buna to open up that series last Wednesday in relief.
Jack Davis, the catcher, now at bat. First pitch, outside, ball one. Jack Davis batting from the right side. There's the pitch. Excuse me, the pitch. Low and away, ball two. This late night's got me here. McCall 2-0 count against the batter, Jack Davis. There's the pitch. Swung on and hit into left center field. That ball is high in the sky right there. But making the catch is the left fielder, Bobby Borges. So far, seems to be flyouts or strikeouts so far, Joe and Jonathan.
Yeah, good pitching so far on the game from both teams.
Nathan Jones up to bat now, the Tiger left fielder wearing number 17 from the left side. See if Jones can punch one in to start things off here. And Jones takes low and away for ball one. Calls pitch, strike one. Almost the exact same pitch as the first pitch there, Joe and Jonathan.
You know, these two teams are wanting to get in the dugout real quick tonight.
And there's a pass ball for ball two. So 21 count now, 2 balls, 1 strike against Nathan Jones. Very dangerous hitter and with a lot of speed to boot. Jones can really run if he gets that ball poked out in right field somewhere. There's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count. And 2 outs against the Tigers here in the top of the second inning. Jones digs in at the plate. Waits very patiently. There's a hit, and it's going to be fouled off to the left side, out of play. Our count remains 2-2, 2 out here.
Nate trying to get on so Regan Smith can come up to bat here in the top half of the second inning.
Jones digs in, waits for the pitch. A deuce right there for strike 3. What a pretty pitch that was from Brandon McCall. And Nathan Jones got caught looking on that one. And you got to be hugging that plate right there with 2 strikes against you. I believe it fooled Nathan a lot on that pitch right there. Great pitch on the curveball. So after 1.5, we go to the bottom of 2. When we return, you're watching and listening to the Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. We'll be right back. All right, folks, welcome back. Don Sanders Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston State University here in Huntsville, Texas. And the Tigers, after 2, well, going to the bottom of 2, it's all knotted up 0-0 between Cameron Yo and Malakoff. And 2 similar teams here playing tonight. And the cleanup hitter now, Dylan Aiken, number 4, also the catcher tonight, comes up to bat from the right side. And Alan Benhart, low pitch count so far for Benhart on the mound. First ball, strike called against Aiken, and Aiken looked like he was taken all the way on that pitch.
Joey, that was his 10th pitch so far of the ball game.
You're doing good right now. You got 10 pitches. That's great. There's the pitch, the deuce right there, fouled off to the left side. And the third base coach is going to gobble that up and toss it back to the pitcher. So 0-2 count, no balls, 2 strikes against Aiken. And Benhart now trying to work it out here against Aiken. There's the pitch. Whoa, very close right there. A little bit low. Thought it might have caught the inside corner, but a little bit low for the umpire's taste right there. 0-0 our score here. Bottom of the second inning. Cabrillo up to bat. There's the pitch. Swung on him, missed strike 3. What a pitch right there by Alan Benhart. And that's as good as it gets right there, guys.
Yeah, Benhart is locating almost perfectly on this pitches. Well, what little pitches he's thrown already.
Like I told you guys earlier, I said if he trusts what Tyler Wilbanks calls, he's going to throw what he calls, and usually he's going to hit the spot right on.
And here's pitcher against pitcher here. Strike 1 for Brandon McCall. Number 6, batting in the 5-hole now. So it's a battle of pitcher against pitcher. Benhart and McCall. Benhart's pitch. Woo, that was a little close right there. But ball 1, strike 1. 1-1 count here.
That was a 77-mile-an-hour pitch if I'm looking at that board right, because it looks like they got a radar gun on the bottom of the scoreboard there.
Yeah, and that was an off-speed pitch as well, my friend. There's a pitch, off-speed, 71 miles per hour for strike 2. And right there, he threw the changeup on him and got him swinging. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here. There's a stretch on the outside.
To the hitter there, 181 on that one.
Yeah, he brought some heat right there and just located it a little bit outside. And 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out now. Bottom of the second. See if Benhart can dust off the fellow pitcher. There's a ball hit up in the air. And looks like our second baseman, Ryan Host, excuse me, not Ryan Host, Wes Husted will come over and make the catch. And 2 outs now. So really both pitchers just battling out here right now so far in the first 2 innings. And now up to bat is Marino Cordona, wearing number 15, batting right-handed, playing first base, and he's a big one. There's a first pitch, a little low. So ball 1 to Cordona. His brother Adam Cordona is up next to the lineup, so Cordona and Cordona, I guess. There's a pitch, swung on and hit to left center. And it's going to be caught with ease by Nathan Jones. And just like that, 1, 2, 3. No hits again for Benhart. And now we'll go to the top of the third. You're listening to the Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. We'll be right back, folks.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe.
All right, folks, back here at Don Sanders Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston State University here in Huntsville, Texas. And a little stat provided by Joe Ellerson and Alan Benhart. 20 pitches, 13 strikes. Amazing so far. And McCall on his own, 23 pitches, 14 strikes, and make it 24 now as ball 1 is taken by the Tigers. Riggin Smith, the center fielder, wearing number 12 for the right side. So 1-0 now to Riggin Smith. There's a pitch, swung on and hit, and that may be trouble. Let's see. And camping out underneath it is the right fielder, Armando Reyes. So it looks like the outfield for Cameron Yo is just playing up on the Tigers' bats here. Not
Joey,
really giving much respect here.
Joey, it just looked like Reagan went to Alex Humphrey and said, "Hey, Coach, I pushed it."
Yeah.
Because he signaled, "Hey, I pushed it towards the line."
Third baseman Eric Waldo up now to bat for the Tigers from the right side. Takes low and away, ball 1. Waldo wearing number 11 tonight for the Tigers, playing third. Pitch low and away, ball 2. Looks like McCall may not be wanting to pitch to the bigger Eric Waldo here. Waldo has a little pop in his bat as well. There's ball 3, low and away. So 3-0 count now against Eric Waldo by McCall.
Well, he doesn't exactly want to hit against West Houston after what he did last week.
There's one right down the middle for a strike as Waldo takes 4 strike 1. So 31 is the count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch, swung on and hit up high. And this will be taken by the second baseman, Ryan Host. And that'll be the the second out for the Tigers.
Well, Joey, at 10 minutes to 10 o'clock, we might be hitting the bottom of the 3rd inning in about a 20-minute time span.
Well, we may be able to do this pretty quick, my friend.
Or we might be hitting extra innings, but knock on wood, hopefully we don't.
You never know. Wes Husted up the bat for the Tigers. We're in number 1 playing second base. And Husted, he pops that one.
Right towards the trucks.
Yeah, right up in the parking lot.
When I tell you what, Joey, for the people that are listening in, this is a deep backstop and deep down the foul lines. I mean, there is a lot of room here at Sam Houston State University.
It really is, and that bodes well for base runners on a pass pitch. They can run forever here. So McCall's pitch to the plate. Throws the deuce for the strike against Husted. Caught looking there. No balls, 2 strikes. Nice pitch that right there by Brandon McCall.
Just came in at 62 miles an hour on that pitch.
Yeah, and it floated up there too. There's a pitch by McCall. Fastball swung on and missed at 84 miles an hour. And Husted goes down on K.
3 up, 3 down again.
And we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd when we come back. You're listening to the Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. All right, folks, bottom of the 3 coming up here at Don Sanders Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston State University. And up to bat, Adam Cardona, wearing number 1, the center fielder for Cameron Yo. No hits in this ball game so far, guys. It's been a pitching duel right now. There's the pitch. I believe that came in at 80 miles an hour, low and away.
Yeah, Ben Hart's so far gone 6 up, 6 down.
Yeah, no walks issued by either pitcher also. There's the pitch. A little bit outside there. So 2-0 here for Ben Hart. Cardona from the left side. Oh, my. Called ball 3. I don't know about that one. A little bit close.
Joey, I think it was big during the break. You said you think this late start probably has played a factor on both teams trying to get their legs underneath them after thinking they were going to play at 7.
Yeah, there's a strike right there. And I think most importantly, it throws your timing off with the bat because they were warming up prior to the rain, and then they had to go cold for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and that just affects the psyche of the batter. And there's the first walk issued to Adam Cardona. by Alan Benhart. Tell you what, a couple of those pitches I really didn't like called there by the umpire, but have no choice but to like it, right?
Yeah, when you're in the bird's nest, you got to kind of watch and kind of
take
what's on the field.
Armando Reyes, number 2, the right fielder, up to bat from the right side. And Benhart throwing over to first base, keeping the base runner Cordona honest over there. Cordona looks like he's got some wheels, but I've never seen him run, so we'll see. Has about a 3-foot lead off first base right now. Benhart goes to the plate, tried to bunt.
That one might have hit off of Jack Davis.
Yeah, I believe they're going to call that a foul ball. Good job by the official, the umpire. And it looked like Cordona might have been, looked like they had a steal going on with a bunt.
That's one thing. Keep an eye on Benhart tonight, guys. He has a great pickoff move if he can get the runner cheating a little ways.
It's very deceptive, too. If you're a base runner, you got a left-handed pitcher that has a great move, and he will fool you. There's another attempt at the bunt. It goes foul once again. So the number 9 hitter, or excuse me, the number 8 hitter, Armando Reyes, trying to bunt over Cordona to second base. So no balls, 2 strikes here. And if you're the pitcher, you've got something going right here because you really think that Cordona may try to steal here. Well, I got the bunt on, but 2 strikes now. Let's see if he chokes up on that bad swings. He's going to have to. Swing and a miss, and a throw down to first. Not in time. Almost got him. And Reyes goes down on a K. And Bobby Borges up to bat now for Cameron Yo.
Just one walk on the game so far for your starting pitcher, Alan Benhart.
Yeah, that's it, too. Benhart from the stretch throws over to first. I tell you what, Cardona playing it really safe over there, guys, at first. He's not going to test the arm of Bernhardt.
2 1/3 innings, Benhart's went 28 pitches, 17 have been called strike.
It's pretty good. There's a pitch strike. 1 called right there. Nice pitch down the plate.
It's like the Cameron Yo coach is over there talking to the ump behind the pitcher's mound about something.
There's a pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Well, actually, I think he's sailing over to the first base runner there, Jonathan. He's trying to get his attention is what he was doing. I don't think he was paying attention. He might have had a steal sign on there, and he missed the sign. Cardona on first. There's a pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Hits that giant backstop here and bounces back into the field. So still 0-2 with 1 out here. The bottom of the 3rd inning. Game moving along pretty quickly after a delayed start. There's a pitch. Swung on him, missed. Strike 3. A throw down back to first. Not in time. 2 away there. But the second K in a row for Alan Benhart. I think Benhart got mad at himself after issuing that first walk, and he's mowed the next 2 batters down his face.
Tracer Lopez up to bat. Joey went 0 for 1, strikeout to start the game tonight.
Let's see what the lefty on the lefty can do here. Lopez, the lefty from Cameron Yo against Alan Benhart. Benhart working from the stretch here. Looks over first base. Now fires it home on the deuce there. It wasn't called a strike. Wow, that was a good pitch there. 71 miles per hour. So he came off, he's throwing about 80, 81, so he came down about 9, 10 miles per hour on the deuce right there and misses. Benhart from the stretch. Fires it in for the strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, now 2 outs, bottom of 3. And Benhart now working the batter Lopez over here. I think Lopez is trying to figure out what he's going to throw next. Benhart looks over, comes to home plate with the pitch, and it's going to be hit out of play.
Almost hit the lights.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Cameron Yo up to bat, wearing all white. Maroon numerals. The Tigers in their black pinstripe uniforms with the yellow pinstripes. I should say, I said that wrong. Black uniforms with yellow pinstripes. Sharp uniforms there for the Tigers. Benhart looks it over, fires it home. There's the deuce right there on the off speed at 70 miles per hour and fouled off away on the left side.
Joey, as we said, game 1, the winner of this one is in the driver's seat with a trip to state on the line next week, and that state semifinal being played next Friday at Round Rock.
Yes, sir. Benhart looks at first from a stretch, comes to the plate, swung on and missed. Strike 3, and that'll end the 3rd. When we return, we'll come to the top of the 4th inning with the Tigers at bat. You're listening to the Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. All right, returning to Don Sanders Field on the campus of Sam Houston State University. National football champion, Sam Houston State University Bearcats, I might add. And we're live back here at the baseball diamond. And the Tigers now, top of the 4th. The leadoff batter, Alan Bernhardt, up the bat, who's also the pitcher wearing number 30, batting from the left side. And they had a strikeout his first at bat for the Tigers. See if Benhart here can help his cause out. Tigers need to get some runners on the pads here. There's a pitch, outside ball 1 to McCall. First pitch outside and away. There's the pitch, and Benhart right back to the pitcher. So 1-3 put out on the play as McCall throws it over to first base to Marino Cardona for the first out of the inning.
The little pregame chat that we had with Adair, he said that they would be a scrappy ball club, and they're proving every bit of being that scrappy little ball club that has gotten them into round 5.
Yeah, he also said that this team reminds him of the previous 4 teams that they've played to in the playoffs. There's a first pitch by McCall. He tries to throw the deuce right there, and it goes into the dirt.
Turf.
Or I say the turf. There's no dirt here. It's all AstroTurf field here, folks. Ball 1, and Bryson Adair, the shortstop, wearing number 5, is up to bat. Flew out to left field a while ago. Adair takes high, ball 2, the Sam Houston State product, I should say, or signee. He's signed with Sam Houston State. Will be playing his ball here at Sam Houston State University. There's a pitch. Swung on and hit in the left center.
If it drops,
it could drop. And I don't know if he caught that ball or not, but I believe he did. That's one heck of a catch right there by the center fielder. Goodness gracious alive. Adam Cardona comes out of nowhere and dives for the ball and catches it.
Well,
that was a really good diving play right there by Cardona out in center field.
Oh, that was as good as it gets right there.
Oh, yeah. He tracked that down perfectly and timed the dive right
Joey,
when he had to.
11 batters up, 11 batters down for McCall.
Gaddis up to bat from the left side, board number 27. Gaddis swung on and missed, strike 1. And it looks like the timing is just off for the batters right now for the Tigers. There's the pitch. Outside and away, ball 1.
I just saw the Cameron Yo coaching staff signal to the left fielder to come a little more left towards that 330 post.
Yeah, he's trying to move him along a little bit. That's a deuce right there, and it's 63 miles per hour, and that's going to be ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike against Gaddis, and you really don't want to throw in his wheelhouse too much because he has the power to take one out tonight.
If I was Coach Delgadado, I'd say go ahead and just walk them.
That ball is outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Tigers looking to get their first base runner on. Brandon Nations following Cole Gaddis. And there's a deep shot to right field.
No-doubter.
And you can kiss that ball goodbye. It's on the hill. See you later. Home run, Cole Gaddis.
That was a no-doubter as soon as
I'll
they
tell
hit
you
that
what,
bat.
that was just a shot right there to right field. And that might have went 400 feet right there because it hit the top of the hill. What a shot right there that was.
What a moonshot by Cole Gaddis right after you said don't throw in his wheelhouse because he has the power to hit it out.
Well, I tell you, and he threw in his wheelhouse, and look what happened. And the fans from Malakoff, Texas, that traveled this far to Huntsville to see their Tigers player on their feet and roaring after that one. As soon as that ball left that bat, I knew it was gone.
Oh, man, it was straight moonshot right there.
See, I tell you last week, Woodville, every time Gaddis came up, Woodville kind of looked and said, nah, we don't want to touch him. And when they did, they threw outside and got Gaddis to hit into a bad situation. That one pretty much straight down the plate.
Brandon Nations up the bat now from the right side, takes high ball 1. Let's see if McCall's a little bit rattled after that monstrous shot by Cole Gaddis. There's the pitch, swung on and missed, strike 1, 81 miles per hour on the gun there. Nations digs back into the turf there inside the box at the plate. There's a curveball right there trying to get Nations to fish a little bit. He has none of it. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a pitch to Nations. Swung on and hit out of play up in the air.
Ooh, I think
one of the fans will get a snow cone for that one. So Brandon Nations, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Well, you know it's got to be good when you got Mally Mafia going crazy down there, the student section here for your Malakoff Tigers.
Oh, and crazy they went, too, after that blast by Cole Gaddis. McCall now working from the windup. There's the pitch. A deuce again. It's full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Tigers, a little 2-out rally, if you will, here.
You know, he better be glad that was called a ball in Cameron Yo's favor, actually, because if that was a drop strike 2, he probably would have got the first.
It would have been strike 3 on him. It's 2 outs. There's a foul ball back to the plate.
As you said in honor of MD, oh, I will.
Yeah, you will. He's probably saying at home right now, I will.
If he's not asleep yet.
If he's not asleep. There's the pitch. Outside and away, ball 4, and the Tigers have another base runner, and Brandon Nations on first base. And now the dangerous Nathan Jones, wearing number 17, the left-hander, up the bat.
Well, now it's number 7 going up the bat.
Yeah, Jack Davis.
Oh, Jack Davis, excuse me. The catcher is up the bat.
Joey, I told you.
I saw 7. I thought that was Nate Jones coming up.
Joey, I told you, I said with this weather that could be coming in here, Game 1 could be the deciding game if it happens to be that way, and that shot by Cole Gaddis could be to proving the chance that the Tigers need if for some reason this weather goes crazy here in the next couple of days.
On the arm of Alan Benhart right now, that may be all you need is 1. There's a pitch by McCall. Swung on and missed, strike 1. And Davis way behind that one. That gun at 80 miles per hour right there by McCall. So you reach back and through the flamer. Nations on first base. Nations with about a 6-foot lead there at first. Swung on and hit to right field, but out of play.
Just misses the car out in the street, too.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So the Tigers did their damage right here in this inning in the 4th with 2 outs. There's a pitch by McCall, the deuce, and it's a little tapper right back to the pitcher, and it's a 1-3 putout. And that'll end things here in the top of the 4th inning as Cole Gaddis gets the Tigers on the board with a rocket shot into right field over the fence. And you're listening to Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. Tigers 1, Cameron Yo 0. We'll be right back. right, folks, we're back here. Bottom of the fourth inning here at Don Sanders Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston State University in Huntsville, Texas. And the Tigers with a 1-0 lead here. And you get the feeling, Jonathan, that one run may be all that the starting pitcher for the Tigers, Alan Benhart, needs tonight, as he's throwing a gem of a game right now for the Tigers.
Yes, indeed, especially in this really heated pitching battle from two of Malakoff and Cameron Yo's aces right here.
Yeah, I have a feeling if we get to game 2 and we play that one tomorrow, I imagine you'll be seeing Riggin Smith be joining the pitcher's mound tomorrow. He was the game 3 starter in the Woodville series, but I figure they'll probably move off of Nate Jones and go to Riggin Smith there in game 2, try to get it sealed up if we can win this one tonight.
Ryan Host, the number 2 batter up, wearing number 10, playing second base up for Cameron Yo. Squares around the bunt, pulls it back. Ball 1 is the call. So 1 ball, no strike.
Host 0 for 1 on the night tonight.
And Benhart digs down deep out of the windup and throws low and away, ball 2.
Tigers looking for their 35th win of the season if they can pull out tonight's game in the next 2.5 innings.
Yeah, 34-7 overall on the season. There's a big high hit up in the air into right center field, and Riggin Smith there to make the catch, waves off the right fielder for the Tigers, and he waved off Nations right there. It comes down with the hit, and for a second I thought that had a chance to carry a little bit, but it did not. So just a can of corn right there for the Tigers. First out of the bottom of the fourth. And up now for Cameron Yeoman is Landon Green, number 9, the third baseman, batting from the right side. There's a pitch and low and away, ball 1. 70 miles per hour on the gun right there, it looked like.
79 it looked
79,
like, actually.
Okay. You got better eyes than I do, plus you're a lot younger. I'll take your word. There's a pitch. Second pitch to the batter is called ball 2 there.
Went 78 on that one, so it took just a mile off of that one.
Well, right now, 2-0 is going to need to let his defense do the work and just throw a strike right here. There's the pitch, and that's what he does, and the batter fouls it back out of play. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here.
Stays in the park.
Alan Benhart on the mound for your Tigers.
Joey, that's another thing Benhart said. He said, as long as I do my game, I trust my defense to back me up.
You got a great defense behind you. Why not? There's a pitch by Benhart, inside and away. So 31 is the count. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of 4. Tigers up 1-0. Off of Cole Gaddis's blast to right field a while ago with 2 outs. There's a pitch. And, he called it a ball. My goodness. Whew. Well, I tell you, I don't like saying stuff about the officials, but he's got a very tight zone.
3 1/3 innings, Benhart has gone 5 strikeouts, 2 walks now, 43 pitches, 27 have been called strikes.
That's impressive numbers right there.
Very impressive. Dylan Aiken, the catcher, up to bat number 4, right-handed batter. And Green gets a sizable lead at first base. And Green probably needs to watch out. He may get caught leaning more to second because in his stance when he's leading off there, he's leaning towards second base. And with that good pickoff move by Alan Benhart, he's certainly liable to pick him off there. There goes the move back over. And I tell you what, that was close right there. Not in time, but it keeps Green honest at first.
Guys, y'all seen Benhart right now with 45 pitches, the 85 against Woodville. He said that has been his best game so far on the hill.
Yeah, and he's just out getting started too, really. There's the pitch. Oh, that's a nice deuce 4, called strike 1. And Benhart throwing the deuce right there. 65 miles an hour. Talk about a change of pace and a change of speed, almost 20 miles per hour difference in that last pitch and this deuce he just threw. So Green getting the lead at first. There's the pitch to the plate. Fouled on, and I thought it was coming right at us, but the Green caught it. Kind of like one of those videos that goes around on Facebook where you look at the batter and then pops the ball right at your – that's what it looked like. So 0-2 is the count with 1 out. Green on first for Cameron Yo. being hard on the mound for your Tigers. There's the pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right side. Out of play. Tell you what, they're going to have a whole lot of balls for this one because there has been at least 20 fouled off tonight out of the park.
Aikenhead went 0 for 1 so far with a strikeout in his first at bat, so we'll see if he can knock him down for a second strikeout here on this pitch.
0-2 count. Green on first. There's a pitch to the plate. Called strike 3. And Alan Benhart rings him up looking. Hits 78 on the gun right there. And he didn't throw very hard. He didn't try to throw the heater right there at all. He just threw it right over the plate, and he got caught looking.
6 strikeouts, 2 walks so far.
Brandon McCall now up to bat. The pitcher. There's a swing and a miss, strike 1.
70-mile-an-hour pitch on that one, too.
Yeah, that's a bit of a changeup right there for Benhart. We've seen him touch 81 already tonight. And he's not rearing back yet. There's the deuce. Oh, my. Whew. I tell you what, they look good from up here. But it's going to be called ball 1.
51 pitches, 33 now called strike.
Green on first base. McCall batting. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Tigers up 1-0. Bottom of 4. There's a pitch right down the pipe, and it's not called. Man, I tell you what, this is a tight strike zone for this dude behind the plate. Jeez. I just don't know how much better you can throw a baseball. There's a swing and a hit to the shortstop. Adair gobbles it up, and there's an out right there on the 6-4 put out. And the Tigers will leave this 4th inning, headed to the 5th inning, ahead 1-0 off a Cole Gaddis home run. And you're listening to the Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. We'll be right back. Your Tigers are ahead 1-0.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
All right, folks, Tigers up 1-0. We're starting the top of the 5th inning here at Don Sanders Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston State University in Huntsville, Texas. And pitching on the mound still is Brandon McCall. And now up to bat is the left fielder, number 17, Nathan Jones from the left side. McCall rears back, throws it inside, almost hit Jones in the foot.
Game 2 of this series, weather permitting, tomorrow night, 7 p.m., right back here at Don Sanders Stadium.
Yes, indeed. It'll probably be another wet day tomorrow, too. There's a pitch by McCall. Low to Jones, ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. At least the ump's consistent. So that pitch right there didn't look too bad, and he called it a ball. McCall pitching 2-0. There's the windup, and the pitch is inside the way, ball 3. So 3-0 to Nathan Jones, and you get a very, very fast runner on first here, and it's going to be interesting to see what Coach Adair does right here with Riggin Smith in the circle wanting to come up. There's the pitch. Low and away, ball 4. So McCall walks the first batter of this 5th inning, Nathan Jones, and now you got to be concerned with Jones because Jones can really move.
Yeah, he's a very dangerous base runner, and I do believe in the Woodville series he did steal a couple bases.
And you have Riggin Smith up to bat.
Call's got 56 pitches right now, and Riggin went 0 for 1 so far at the plate.
With a fly out to left center. There's the pitch, low and away. I tell you what, McCall does not want to load these bases up here. And I believe Coach from Cameron Yo is coming on the field for a timeout. We may see a pitching change here, Joe.
Would be good because you don't want to get them loaded and then get Ben Hart, Bryson Adair, and Cole Gaddis possibly having a chance to get this thing going and get this game way out of hand. Looks like it's just going to be a pitching visit. He's probably not going to pull him yet. He's only thrown 58 pitches, so he's probably just wanting to say, hey, calm down, get it back in line, and see what we can do here on a 1-0 count.
Yeah, Coach Delgadillo there, he's not very he looks to be has a very calm demeanor to him. Looks like he doesn't get rattled too much, and just what you said, goes out there and says, hey, let's throw some strikes here, let our infield do the work, and we'll be just fine.
The fans from Malakoff are doing sort of a Aggie-like chant, the ball 1 chant, ball 2 chant.
Actually, they got one where if they get a walk on a 4-0 count or however it works, the next batter, they're already up going ball 5.
Yeah.
So they did that during the Woodville series.
The Malakoff Mafia right there, Mally Mafia students. There's a pitch, low and away, ball 2 to Riggin Smith. So 2-0 is the count. Top of the 5th here, and the Tigers already have Nathan Jones on first. And do you think this Mally Mafia is affecting the pitching of Cameron Yo right now?
Yes, sir. And you talk about a kid that's cool as a cucumber. That is definitely number 12, Riggin Smith.
That he is. And there's a called strike on the outside corner. So 2 balls, 1 strike. That'll settle the Mally Mafia down a little bit anyway. Jones getting a little lead right here. Got to be careful of Jones. There's the pitch. And Smith with a nice bunt. And Smith with his speed is going to beat it out to first. And Jones goes to second. And that'll be counted as a hit, folks. Looky there, looky there.
Way to squeeze that bunt in and beat it out.
What a play right there. Riggin Smith, no one expected that right there. The first baseman usually comes up in that instance, and he was caught off guard. Smith uses his speed and trots down the first, and Jones moves to second. And, oh, my, Wes Houston up the bat for the Tigers wearing number 1.
Eric Waldo,
Excuse me,
actually.
Eric Waldo,
you
number
jumped
11.
one, buddy.
I jumped one. I got a little excited there.
2 on, no outs here. Malakoff trying to build on their 1-0 lead right now.
Eric Waldo from the right side has runners at first and second. Waldo squares around like he might try to move the runners here. And this is where you play small ball at, guys. You want to move the runners around with no outs here.
But it would be surprising to see Eric Waldo give a sack bunt.
It would, but, hey, nothing surprises me, I'm telling you. Anything you can do to move those runners around this situation to get one more run across the plate, you got to do it right here. There's the pitch. Waldo squares around the bunt again, pulls the bat back out, ball 2, 2-0.
And Joey, talking with John Adair, he said, we got our power game going, but we haven't played very well in the small ball game so far this year.
Well, that right
and they're
there.
34-7, and he's saying we're not playing up to our potential on the small ball.
Well, I'll tell you what, that right there with what Riggin Smith did was up to potential. And there's a hit by Eric Waldo. Nathan Jones is going to have to tag up, and the left fielder misses it. The play coming into third, no good. And Jones will get into third. All the base runners are safe as the left fielder misses the ball. And what a spark for the Tigers. Bobby Vargas misses that ball in the outfield, bobbles it, misjudges it, whatever you want to call it, and he drops the ball, and everybody's safe.
Bases loaded and West Houston coming up. And as you said, you don't want to get these bases loaded and then be facing possibly Houston, Alan Benhart, and Bryson Adair. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
9, 1, and 2 coming up to bat. And you're getting into the heart of the lineup once you hit that top
you get
half.
Brandon Nations on bat with at least 2 runners.
Well,
on.
You get Cole Gaddis on
You
with
got to look
him.
at Cole Gaddis first. He's already hit a bomb. He's before Nations. So
He could get a grand slam right off this one after his 300, almost 400 shot down the line.
watch West right here. He may try to bunt right here and bring in a runner. A swing and a miss right there. Very late on that swing. 78 miles an hour on that pitch right there by McCall. I tell you what, Houston just didn't make his mind up in time to swing at that pitch. Bases loaded, no outs here. Top of the 5th. Tigers are threatening. There's a ball low and away, and I tell you what, that looked pretty right there. And yeah, I tell you, he's got a very tight zone, and he's calling it both ways, but that zone is very tight. Looked like a good pitch right there from McCall. McCall out of the stretch. There's the pitch. Husted fouls it back. Out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Top of the 5th, bases loaded. Tigers are threatening right here, folks.
Talk about a momentum swing all of a sudden since that error came out there out in right field.
Tell you what, Adam Cardona is playing up. I mean, he is right in the middle of the S and the H for the logo for Sam Houston. And if that ball gets over his head, that's going to be a grand slam with the speed of Wes Husted. There's the pitch. Swung on and hit up in the air, and that ball is going to be caught for out number 1 of the inning. It's an infield fly rule anyway, so the runner's not going to advance. So Husted goes down with a pop-up. Kind of like to see him do a little bit of small ball right there and maybe attempt the bunt instead of doing the, you waste really an out right there. So number 30, Alan Benhart now, the pitcher for the Tigers, comes up to bat from the left side. Bases loaded for the Tigers.
Benhart 0 for 2 on the night.
And there's a pitch high and very away right there. Catcher Aiken had to jump up out of his stance and squat right there to get that ball. A pass ball right here is trouble. Jones is going to have to have his head on a swivel here. There's a pitch, outside and away, ball 2. And this right here is where the Tigers, with that deep backstop here, can score, run anything past the pitcher or the catcher right here, Joe, and Jonathan. Nathan Jones can score.
Oh yes, his speed will definitely get there.
There's a pitch up high,
Called
and the home umpire looks down to third base, but I tell you what, Benhart just didn't break those wrists and kept in check his bat right there for ball 3. 3-0, 1 out. Tiger fans are raising Cain right now here. To the lefty, McCall. There's called strike 1 right there. So McCall trying to work out of a jam here with the bases loaded.
Yeah, Joey, if I remember right, if it hits off this backstop, it stops. It does not trickle back out.
No, it does not careen out or anything. It just stops. There's the pitch. Outside the way, and Jones is going to score on the walk there. And the Tigers take a 2-0 lead. And Cameron Yo kind of melting away here.
Nothing better than an RBI walk.
Hey,
no, sir.
That's any way you can do it, any way you can do it.
Looks like we're going to get a courtesy runner. Benhart coming out. Judson Driscoll will be coming in at first base.
Little Driscoll the pistol.
Yeah,
actually.
Driscoll the pistol coming in right now for the Tigers. Courtesy base runner.
Good piece of information there. As I told you guys earlier on, Coach Adair had said if Judd didn't pitch the way he did in Game 2 in that loss, the Tigers probably would not have been playing tonight. So credit to Judd Driscoll that he can also come in at pitcher if he's needed.
Bryson Adair to shortstop, up the bat for the right side, wearing number 5. Swung on and hit to the backstop. That'll be strike 1. And our score 2-0 here. Top of the 5th inning. Your Tigers are on top in this regional final. Best of 3 series here at Game 1 tonight. Weather delayed us a little bit here, but now we're playing. There's the pitch. Ooh, and Adair takes the deuce right there. 59 miles per hour for the strike. And Adair has a chance right here. Tell you what, a hit in between the left fielder and center fielder scores 2 runs easy. There's the pitch to Adair. Swung on and hit, and Rutt will recall to that. And that's going to be a little too short to score Eric Waldo, though.
Yeah,
but the Tigers score another one off the RBI single by Bryson Adair.
Cole Gaddis up to bat.
And now look who's up to bat, Cole Gaddis, with, I tell you what, 3 ducks on the pond, and he's already quacked one out tonight. So let's see what happens here.
Very dangerous situation if you're Cameron Yo.
I tell you what, if I'm Cameron Yo, I might just elect to walk Clay Gaddis right here and sacrifice 1 versus 4.
You do mean Cole.
I mean Cole, excuse me.
Boy, I tell you what, Bryson said, hey, guys, let me get some work here on my field that I'm about to be playing college ball at. So good job for him right there on that hit. And, boy, I would not want to be the pitcher facing Cole Gaddis
So
right
McCall's got his work cut out for him right here, pitching to Cole Gaddis. Outside ball one. Bases are loaded for the Tigers. Top of the fifth inning here. One out. Cole Gaddis up to bat from the left side. Already hit a dinger tonight to right field. Let's see if he can repeat it right here with the bases loaded, folks. McCall from the stretch. Call comes to the plate outside. Ball two. So 2-0 count right now to Cole Gaddis. Tigers are threatening to bust this one open right here.
Perfect time to do it in the top of the fifth inning.
There's the pitch, swung on and fouled. Back to the backstop. I believe the score right now, 3-0. The Tigers are on top. Having a little issues with my glasses there, I guess, or my eyes, whichever ones they were.
It's a late night.
Well, you're also getting slightly old, but that's okay.
There's a pitch to the plate by McCall. It's going to be low for ball three. So right now, Gaddis can be very selective right here. And if you're McCall, you've got to throw a strike right now. So the green light is on right now for Cole Gaddis. There's the pitch. Outside and away, ball four. And that's another Tiger run. Eric Waldo comes home, and a walk issued to Cole Gaddis.
And again, you got another speedy base runner right there on third with Driscoll sitting on third. We know his capabilities.
Well, you've got Driscoll and Adair on second now, and a base hit here can score both of those runners.
Right now, your top three batters have gone 2 for 7 with all 4 of the RBIs now.
Brandon Nation's up to bat, the right-handed batter. Nation's playing right field tonight for the Tigers. That's a very interesting stat right there, and I tell you, it's fixed to get a lot worse. There's the pitch. Swung on and hit up high. I tell you what, this
Driscoll's
is carrying
line.
in the air. This could be trouble.
Driscoll's
But
going to take it home.
Cordona actually fires one from center field, and what a throw that was. Adam Cordona showing his arm from center field because I thought Driscoll was going to tag up on that one.
I think Driscoll lost his footing on that little jump off after the tag up. That's why he sort of elected to pull back to third.
So Jack Davis up to bat now for the Tigers, the Tiger catcher.
4 runs on 3 hits. 3 of them have been earned. 3 strikeouts, 4 walks for Brandon McCall in 4 2/3 innings, or 4 2/3 innings now.
So Jack Davis, the catcher, batting for the right side. Swung on and missed, strike one. Tell you what, if he'd have hit that one, that would have cleared the pads right there because he put some swing on that one.
Jack Davis 0 for 2 right now in the ball game.
There's the pitch. Outside and away, ball one. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the fifth inning, Tigers up 4-0. Tiger fans are going nuts down there. There's a deuce right there, strike 2. Beautiful pitch there by Brandon McCall. Looks like a 65-mile-an-hour deuce there, 63-mile-an-hour.
63.
On that little curve, just a little hanging slow curve right there for the pitcher, McCall. There's another one that goes outside, so 2-2.
He went to the same pitch, it looked like, because he threw that one at 63.
He did. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded here for your Malakoff Tigers. Our score 4-0. Top of the fifth inning. Jack Davis up to bat, the Tiger catcher from the right side. There's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back behind the press box here. Again, we started this ball game late due to weather, lightning delay mainly. Jack Davis awaits the pitch from McCall. There's the pitch. Swung on and hit a play to the right side, way out of the field.
As we said, game 2, 7 p.m. tomorrow night, weather permitting, right back here at Don Sanders Stadium and on the SHN Sports Network.
Yes, sir, and here comes McCall. McCall steps off the back of the rubber as Jack Davis puts his hand up to the umpire, wants a timeout. Now Davis digs back in. There comes the pitch from McCall. Deuce again gets him on the swing. And a nice pitch right there. That was 3 straight curveballs by McCall. And McCall got him on the last one there. But the Tigers do a lot of damage here, 4-0. I tell you what, the body language of the Cameron Yeoman right now has changed drastically from what we saw earlier. So the Tigers with Alan Benhart coming back on the mound in the top of the 5th inning. 4 runs, maybe all the Tigers need right here to seal this one up.
4 runs on 3 hits. The first game that Benhart threw in the series against Woodville was a 4-0 finish. So he's staying right pat right there. He's got his run support that he needs, so he can pretty much cruise if he feels like he can cruise at this point.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're watching an excellent pitching performance here by Benhart. And nothing to take away from Brandon McCall either, the pitcher for Cameron Yo. He's done quite a nice job as well. Had some bad luck here this last inning, but overall, besides that home run to Cole Gaddis and a couple of walks issued, he's did a pretty good job.
Joey Benhart's line right now, 4 innings, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, 54 pitches, 34 called strikes.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's doing another – he's headed for 85 pitches again, maybe less.
If he stays less, he said that will be the best performance he's had from district on this season on the mound.
Well, that's what you want, too, in a 3-game series because you can turn right back around and use him if you need to and you get in a pinch. And a pitcher like Alan Benhart is very helpful to this Tiger roster. Don't get me wrong, the Tiger roster is very deep with pitching, but Benhart appears to be the ace. Number 15 up the bat, Marino, Cordona, the first baseman. Benhart with the pitch, and that's low and ball 1.
He's 0 for 1 on the night tonight.
I tell you what, he's a big kid. He gets a hold of one, he might be able to yank it out. So, bottom of the 5th inning here. Benhart hits 1 to 3rd. Eric Waldo right there. Going to fire it over to first base. And Cole Gaddis wants to appeal the play at the plate. And it looks like Cordona avoids the tag of Gaddis. That throw from Eric Waldo pulls Gaddis off.
Looks like Adair is going to go out and question it now.
I believe they're going to, they can now ask the home plate umpire if he saw anything different than he did. So they're going to have
they're going to bring all four of the officials in probably. Yeah, have a visit here. Also, Joey, one thing real quick before I cut you off, Jonathan, right there. I love how the play right there that Jack Davis wanted to make sure nothing was going to get past Cole anyways. Did you see how quick he rushed from the catcher's mound all the way over to first base to be able to back that up just in case something went squirrely?
And that's what you call good coaching because that's exactly what's supposed to happen right there. And they're going to keep Cardona on first base here. And I got to tell you, I thought Gaddis got him with the tag. And
also in the midst of that play, Cameron Yo sent 2 players to go over there to the little warm-up mound.
Adam Cardona, the center fielder, up to bat now. There's the pitch. There's strike 1. Right down the old pipe, 75 miles per hour there. So one thing here, Benhart doesn't have to worry about the runner. Not much speed there. There's a swing and a hit up high, and Davis may have a chance at this ball. Hurrying back, and Davis makes one heck of a play. I don't see how he got that ball. Jack Davis catches it right at the backstop on the screen, and my lands, what a play by the Tiger catcher, Jack Davis. And that was a gem of a play right there. That might be Sports Center worthy right there, folks.
That was good awareness to track down that ball as soon as he threw that helmet off, too. That ball went very high and far back.
Again, that's good coaching, too, and that means that the catcher pays attention to what his coach says, but that was a great play. Goodness gracious. Benhart with the pitch. Cordona on first base, and Armando Reyes, the right fielder, up to bat for Cameron Yo, wearing number 2 from the right side. There's a pitch. Swung on and missed.
And Joey, the play that got Cardona to first, they officially called it an error on third baseman Eric Waldo.
Well, and it should. That's how it's going to be scored right there, and that's unfortunate. There's a pitch. Swung on and hit to the backstop. This one's out of play. Knowing Davis, he might have tried to jump the backstop and catch the ball in the stands. Goodness gracious.
So the base runner so far, it looks like Benhart has only allowed 2 walks and then the error right there.
Yeah, and Waldo had plenty of time to get the runner there. He should have took his time, and he rushed it just a little bit on that throw over to first base. So he gets the E on that one. I'll go down as an E5. There's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the backstop. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Tigers up 4-0. Cameron Yo has a runner on first. Marina Cardona. I'll get it right in a minute. A lot of Cardonas on this roster. There's a pitch. Swung on and missed. And he'll go down on strikes.
Caught him reaching there with a 76-mile-an-hour pitch.
Yeah, he took a little bit off that pitch right there and threw it to the outside, and he had to reach out for it, and he did strike out.
Well, 10:45 for those of us still hanging with us. We appreciate you hanging with us tonight.
Yeah, there's a group that says, I think it's sings the song Hanging Tough. Everybody's hanging tough. It's listening to this one right now. Our score 4-0, Malakoff on top. Marino Cardona on first base. 2 outs. There's a strike called to Bobby Borges, the number 9 hitter. Borges already went down once tonight on a K. Was struck out by Benhart. Benhart working out of the stretch. There's the pitch, and there, calls it a ball. I don't know how much closer it could have been right there, but 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. There's a hit. It gets through the infield. Runners on first and second now, and that's Bobby Borges, the number 9 hitter, gets a single.
Well, it took about 4 2/3 innings to wrap up get the no-hitter knocked off of his lineup.
Yeah, 4 2/3 exactly, and that one was just wrapped too quick beside Eric Waldo.
So in his last 2 games in an inning, he's so far only allowed 4 hits.
So Benhart only needs to get 1 out right here. Base runners on first and second for Cameron Yo. There's the pitch, a little bit high. Tracer Lopez, the number 1 batter, the leadoff batter for Cameron Yo, has struck out once tonight.
Tracer's actually struck out twice. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
And I didn't update that.
Officially.
Thank you, sir. Benhart comes to the plate. Another pretty pitch, and it's not called either. 2-0 now. Well, Benhart's going to have to work himself out of a little jam right here with runners on first and second for Cameron Yo. So Benhart working from the stretch right now. Runners on first and second. And the batter, Tracer Lopez, is going to step out of the box. Back in the box from the left side, Lopez a lefty. Lopez has runners on first and second. Benhart. There's a pitch. There's a strike called. First strike, 2 balls, 1 strike. So 21 to count, 2 outs. Tigers just need something. Little out right here for Cameron Yo. A hit advances the runners. There's the pitch. There's called strike 2. So 2 straight strikes from Benhart. And Benhart working things over here.
71 pitches on the night, Mr. Snowden. 44 called strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a pitch fouled up into the left side of the field. Waldo has a beat on it, and Waldo makes up for the error and grabs the ball that was going to the left side of the field out of play for the out, and more importantly, the third out of the inning. And the Tigers still with the clamps on Cameron Yo, 4-0 after 5. When we return, it'll be the top of the 6th inning with your Tigers again on top, 4-0. You're listening to the Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. All right, folks, welcome back to Don Sanders Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston State University here in Huntsville, Texas. And we're live, myself, Joe Ellerson, and Jonathan Snowden. And the Tigers up 4-0 right now. The lefty, Nathan Jones, and the left fielder, number 17, up to bat for the Tigers.
Dangerous hitter here leading off.
Ball first pitch outside.
As I want to brag on the pitching performance of Ben Hart once again, I told you guys you were going to see something special tonight, and Ben Hart has definitely proven that.
There's the pitch. Ball 2.
Nate Jones 0 for 1, walk, 1 run scored.
There's a strike right there on Jones. As you said, Jones 0 for 1 tonight with a walk. There's a pitch. Swung on and hit by Jones to the second baseman. Gobbled up, and it is a 4-3 putout.
Nice play there by the second baseman on that.
Yeah, Ryan Host.
Regan Smith comes up 1 for 2 with a run scored in tonight's ball game.
And Smith takes the deuce low for ball 1. McCall's pitch is swung on and fouled to the backstop, so it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
Put a little heat on that one. Went 77 miles per hour on that pitch.
Top of the 6th inning here. There's the pitch. Swung on and missed. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Regan Smith.
Tell you what, he's working much quicker now, Joey.
Yeah, it really is. McCall is picking up his groove now. There's a pitch. Swung on and hit to left field. And this may fall, but the left fielder camping out right under does a good job. Bobby Vargas with a fly out of Regan Smith. So up to bat now, Eric Waldo, 0 for 2 tonight.
With a run scored on a bases-loaded walk, I believe.
So Eric Waldo trying to get something started here with 2 outs. The Tigers tonight started both their rallies with 2 outs. There's a pitch. Swung on and hit deep, and this has a chance. This ball is gone! Eric Waldo with a tremendous shot to left field.
Well, how about that? Waldo goes left field, Gaddis goes right field, so it looks like the pulls are going to be the way to work.
Goodness gracious, Eric Waldo takes one deep over the left field fence, and now the Tigers up 5-0. And the Malakoff fans are on their feet.
Giving him a sledgehammer, too.
They gave it to Gaddis there in that first with his first home run, so keep that tradition alive right there.
You ain't kidding right there. What a shot.
Every tradition they're doing, it's working.
So 2 home runs tonight for the Tigers. Cole Gaddis was shot to left field. It went all the way on top of the hill. And then Cole Gaddis to right field, Eric Waldo to left field. And now Wes Husted up for the Tigers.
Well, guys, 5 runs on 4 hits, 1 error for your Malakoff Tigers. 3 of those runs came on bases loaded walks.
There's a pitch, swung on and hit, and that ball is going to be a can of corn for Borges there in left field. And that'll be 3 outs for the Tigers, but not before Eric Waldo does a little bit of damage and gives his starting pitcher, Alan Benhart, some insurance. Well, that blast to left field over the fence, and the Tigers up 5-0. You're listening to Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. We'll be right back. All right, folks, welcome back to the Malakoff Tiger Sports Network's coverage of Tiger baseball here at the regional finals at Don Sanders Field on the campus of Sam Houston State University. And our Tigers lead 5-0 right now here in the regional finals. Online is a 3-game series here. The Tigers on top in game 1. If they can punch the ticket here, they will go to the state championships next week at Round Rock, Texas. So it'll be the state semis and the state championships. 4 teams will be left after this weekend in Class 3A. Up to bat now, Ryan Host, the second baseman, wearing number 10, batting from the left side. Ben Hart's pitch, a little bit inside right there. Tell you what, if I was in the 6th inning in a delay because of rain and lightning, that would have been a strike for me. There's the pitch. There's a hit right there. Nice hit to center field by Ryan Host, number 10.
Just the second hit given up by Ben Hart tonight.
And you really have to kind of be careful right here. You're in the middle of the lineup. Landon Green up down the third baseman, wearing number 9, right side, right-handed batter. So Ben Hart, be nice to get a double play right here, wouldn't it, guys?
Yeah,
Yes,
it would.
sir. Green 0 for 1 with a walk.
There's a throwback over to first base, not in time.
I do believe I see Malakoff working with somebody over there in the bullpen, maybe for a reliever.
So Ben Hart here, the left-handed pitcher, doing a fabulous job tonight for the Tigers. There's the pitch, a little bit high, 2 balls, no strikes now for the pitcher, Alan Benhart.
Jonathan, usually what they do here is just kind of throw Judd Driscoll out there just in case something happens, and they can clean him up just in case if Allen gets in trouble. Usually Judd will throw just a couple of little warm-up pitches.
And you got to get your relievers loose anyway. They can't go in the game because you want to get them loose while they've got that opportunity here to get loose. So Alan Benhart now operating with a 5-0 lead. Runner on first for Cameron Yo. There's the pitch to the plate, and there is ball 3. And I tell you, this strike zone's killing me. Landon Green at the bat for the right side for Cameron Yo. There's the pitch. And there's a strike finally.
Throwing with the strike zone in 5 innings, he's only allowed 2 hits, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks on roughly about 78 pitches probably.
Yeah, remarkable job right there. There's the pitch. And it's going to be ball 4. And now Cameron Yo with 2 runners on. So a little powwow now. Coach Adair is going to go to the mound. And
Actually, that'll be your pitching coach, Wilbanks.
okay, I'll get it right in a minute.
Yeah,
34, yeah.
34, Tyler Wilbanks. He's the pitching coach for your Malakoff Tigers.
He's going to go talk to everybody and probably tell them, hey, just settle down. Let the defense do the work. No outs here, but you've got runners on first and second, so anything in the infield could be double play for the Tiger defense here.
Yeah, you don't want to see a momentum change right now after a 5-0 quick start and then only allowing 2 hits. You don't want to see anything get out of hand.
Yeah,
so.
and this is where Cameron Yo's been dangerous out here in the 5th and 6th inning all year long, it looked like, from the research that I did. So they're a late inning ball club. Dylan Aiken up the bat from the right side now. Runners on first and second for Cameron Yo. Ben Hart still the pitcher, the lefty, doing a fabulous job tonight. There's the pitch to Aiken. High and away, ball 1.
Aiken's 0 for 2 on the night.
0 for 2 for Aiken. He's Aiken to hit 1 now.
And if he gets on, Brandon McCall will be up at bat.
Ben Hart from the left side. Runners on first and second. There's the pitch. Swung on and fouled away down the left side. And the first strike to Aiken by Ben Hart via the foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs here. Tigers need a big out right here. Little pickoff move, little smoking mirror right there by Alan Benhart. Turns around on the rubber, acts like he's going to throw it to second, and it just holds on to it.
Approaching the 11 o'clock hour now on your dials.
Or in your bed, wherever you're at right now. Benhart with a pitch. Swung on and hit down the left field line, out of play. But that was a rocket of a shot right there by Aiken. Had Aiken got that down into fair territory, that may have scored at least a run and put runners at the corners. But he did not. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second for Cameron Yo. Very important at bat here for the Yeomen. And this is very important hitter to get out here for the Tigers. There's a swing and a miss. Well, excuse me, a swing and a foul ball over the field house. 1 ball, 2 strikes still to Aiken. Aiken battling with Benhart here at the plate.
It's turned out to be a beautiful night after the delay that we had earlier on today with the weather.
Not a whole lot of rain, just more lightning than anything else. There's the pitch. Oh, my.
Well, just looking at the forecast, Joey, if we can get through the next possibly 25 minutes, there'll be another set of little rain that'll be coming through here in Huntsville.
Oh, great. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here. Let's see if Benhart can do it right here with runners at first and second. There's the pitch, a swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 out now. And that puts the Tigers in prime position to turn a double play here.
There's that Mally Mafia again coming through and getting everybody hyped
Excited,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Putting the K sign up. Alan Benhart, 1 out to his credit here. Working from the stretch. There's a pitch. There's a beautiful pitch there. Right down the center of the plate for strike 1.
86 pitches on the night so far for Mr. Alan Benhart.
And there's a little dribbler to second base. Tigers try to turn the double play.
Think they're going to get the
And
man at second.
they got the runner at second base for the second out of the inning there.
So went for the fielder's choice, and
Yeah.
good play there by Bryson Adair to be able to hold on to that ball and get that tag.
Well, it was a force out right there, so all he had to do was just touch the base, but he went ahead and tagged him anyway.
Right.
But it was a force out, so runners at the corners now for Cameron Yo. Our score 5-0. Malakoff Tigers on top here in the regional final.
Force play at second and first here.
And Brandon McCall, the pitcher, is up. There's a swing and a hit to left field. Jones tracking it down and makes the catch for the third out of the inning and spoils the would-be hit.
Yeah,
And what a play right there by Nathan Jones.
That was number 15 Cardona on that one that flew that one out to Mr. Nate Jones.
Oh, Cardona, my bad. I thought that was McCall.
Is it
I missed something.
McCall was the one on the last play that
Okay.
got him over to first. So heading to the top half of the seventh inning, Joey, perfect spot for your Malakoff Tigers to go and get that momentum going into Game 2 possibly tomorrow night and their first ever trip to possibly the state semifinals next week.
I tell you what, looking pretty good right now for all of Tiger Nation. And it's 5-0 lead here for the Tigers. And two big bombs tonight already in this ball game. One by Cole Gaddis to right field that went all the way on the hill behind the right field fence. And that was a good tape measure shot right there. And then Eric Waldo comes back and busts one over the left field fence. And the Tigers capitalize.
Joey, you got a pitching change heading into the top half of the seventh. It is now going to be number 10.
Ryan Host is going to be. Host is coming in as a reliever for Cameron Yo and McCall. McCall's done for the night.
McCall went 6 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks on 101 pitches.
Yeah, I was fixing to say his pitch count got pretty high there, and we may see Malakoff make a change here. Maybe they bring in their closer here in the seventh.
Benhart's sitting at 88, and he usually, if he's feeling pretty good, Adair and Wilbanks will go ahead and bring him out for the seventh. So just depends on how he's feeling at this point. If Benhart's looking good, they'll keep him out there.
Well, and that's the decision they'll make here in a minute. Certainly not right now, but right now the Tigers need to concentrate on getting a couple more runs across the plate. They've got a good sizable lead here in the top of the seventh. 5-0 our score here in Game 1 of a best-of-3 series. It's Don Sanders Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston State University at Huntsville, Texas. And, man, I tell you what, the Tigers did it tonight with a long ball and then being patient at the plate. What looked to be a pitcher's duel between both pitchers at first. Malakoff opens it up and finally catches fire. And like I said, the 2 home runs propels the Tigers to 5-0 going in the top of the seventh inning.
Top 3 in your batting order.
Yep. Alan Bernhardt, Tiger pitcher now, up to bat, followed by Bryson Adair in the hole. There's a strike by Host.
Benhart 0 for 2 with an RBI and a walk tonight.
See if Benhart can help his calls out here at the plate. There's a pitch a little bit high. Good-looking pitch right there, just called high. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And Host throwing up to about 77 on the gun. There's the pitch. Tell you what, low and away, 68 that time. 2 balls, 1 strike. This umpire, very finicky strike zone, I tell you. There's the pitch, swung on and fouled back to the backstop. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here for the Tiger pitcher and current batter, leadoff batter, Alan Benhart. I'll get it right in a minute. It's only 11 o'clock here. There's a pitch outside and away, so full count now. The money pitch coming up now by the current pitcher for Cameron Yo, Ryan Host. Host. Strike 3 called. So Host fires one right in the tiny strike zone of the umpire for a called strike 3.
Right at 76 miles an hour right there on that strikeout to Benhart.
Yeah, not too much speed tonight. We've seen Benhart touch 80-81 tonight, but that's about it. He's been the only person throwing fire tonight. There's the deuce right there by Host. That's a nice pitch by Host. Bryson Adair up to bat, the Sam Houston commit. There's a pitch, low and away, ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
Adair's 1 for 3 with an RBI tonight.
So we are in the top of the 7th inning, folks. Cameron Yo is the home team, so they get last at bat. The Tigers could add some insurance runs here. There's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and takes Adair to 1 knee on that big miss right there. I think he was trying to hit the scoreboard with that one.
We say weather permitting, back here tomorrow night, 7 p.m.
Yeah, I thought I heard thunder. There's a little reach on a curveball, and the second baseman going out and grabbing that one for the out. So 2 outs against the Tigers.
But here comes Cole Gaddis.
Yep, Cole Gaddis coming in. That was Connor Jeter that moved to second base for Cameron Yo.
Talk about a nice line score right now. 1 for 2, 1 run scored, 2 RBIs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout.
Most definitely, Cole Gaddis. Cartnet Word out of San Antonio signee, Joe.
Yeah, and then a guy in the box right now hoping to get on, also an Incarnate Word signee, and
Brandon Nations, yeah.
Brandon Nations.
A lot of these Tigers have committed to play on the next level. And these guys are the real deal, folks. No doubt about it. There's a pitch. And Gaddis takes strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
Joey, I tell you what, these guys right now are saying, hey, Coach Adair, we don't want you leaving us yet.
There's one in the dirt. Almost hits Gaddis in the behind.
As I said earlier, Adair treats each one of these kids like his own kids. So this is a family of Tigers for head coach John Adair in his final games as a Tiger.
And there's ball 4 to Gaddis, and they wouldn't have no more Gaddis trying to leave the yard, so they decide to throw 4 pitches way outside the strike zone to Cole Gaddis. Now Brandon Nations, who we've seen hit many home runs in his high school career, is up to bat.
0 for 2 with a walk tonight.
Let's see if Gaddis could get brought home by this time by Brandon Nations. Nations right-handed batter. There's the pitch. There's the deuce, called for strike 1. 59 miles per hour, and that slow-hanging curveball right there. Used to be a saying, you hang it, we bang it. But not that time. Called strike 1. There's a pitch. And there's one. It's going deep, and that may be a 2-run shot right there. It left the yard, folks. And Brandon Nations leaves the yard with a 2-run home run for the Malakoff Tigers, and that will bring our score to 7-0 with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning, and that might just well do it right there.
You called it. You said, let's see if he could hit a home run.
Well, I tell you what, I've been right on key tonight, I guess, my friend.
That's 3 home runs you've predicted.
I tell you what, we've seen him do it before, and this kind of felt like he was due right there, and boy, he stuck it out in the left field.
I'll tell you what, 2 to left field, 1 to right field tonight, and the shot to right field went about probably 400 feet. The other 2 to...
I would say the other 2 probably about 375.
Probably 375, 380, if not a little more. That's a pretty good...
yeah,
that's a pretty good drive with the golf club, too.
Yeah. I might be able to do that with my pitching wedge. Up to bat now, Jack Davis. And Davis tries to go to right field, and that's going to be out of play.
Which, as you've said, Joey, 375 during your career was probably still in play.
Yeah, it was. And a lot of fields, too.
Tigers looking sharp, 7 runs on 5 hits.
Davis up to bat now. I'm telling you, the Tigers really felt that they really hadn't put one together yet. They've been playing solid baseball, but just hadn't put it together yet from a batting standpoint. Well, I think tonight the Tigers have put some together here. A little bit of combination of small ball and long ball for the Tigers, and they've got it done here tonight, 7-0. Boy, if you're Cameron Yo, I mean, you got to have a short memory, don't you?
Got to have a very short one as you're possibly coming back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock to try and see if you can sneak into a Game 3 on Saturday at 2.
Yeah, most definitely. And if you can't, you're going to go home and you'll start your summer. There's a hit by Davis, and that's going to drop in to center field for a hit for Davis. So Jack Davis with the first hit of the night for himself.
Nathan Jones coming up to bat again.
And I'll tell you what, and Jones is due. Jones is due for a home run here, I believe, in my opinion. Jones can go yard as well. We've seen everybody else with power tonight just about go deep, so now it's Jones' turn.
Did we get Mayfield over at first?
I think
Jonathan?
we did get a substitute over there on first plate.
I believe.
First base.
I believe in the games.
Massengale?
Probably Massengale or
Looks like Austin Massengale from this point. Looks so much like his dad. I can't see that far, Joe. You're going to have to do it for me.
I think that might actually be Caden Holyfield.
I think it's
16.
been Holyfield that's been running in this series so far. When Nate has come out, when Jack has come out, he's come in. So
there's Jones, the rip right there into the gap, and Jones is going to move the base runner. Oh my, what a throw right there! Goodness gracious, what an arm by Armando Reyes.
And they tagged Nathan out at first.
And they just got Nathan Jones at first, caught him looking. Oh, my goodness. But what a hit by Nathan Jones. The Tigers are up 7-0. The damage is done here. And the Tigers now just need 3 outs. They're 3 outs away from going to Game 2 here. And our Coach Adair not too happy about that last play at all.
Looks like Benhart's still going to stay in at pitching. So
yeah, they're going to give Alan Benhart the nod here to come out in the 7th inning and finish things off here.
I'm sure Benhart said, Coach, I'm feeling good. Keep me out there.
Could be a potential shutout for Benhart.
Yeah, and like I said, Jonathan, in that Woodville series started Game 1 with the whole game, had a shutout there, pitched the last inning of Game 3, the clincher. Went 3 up, 3 down in that one. So far he's had a perfect ERA. He's just had about 5 hits total in those 4 games so far.
2 hits tonight, 1 error for Benhart.
And he gave up 3 in the first game of the Woodville series.
Yeah. So pitching a gem tonight for the Tigers is Alan Benhart. And when you see this type of pitching here this late in the season, you kind of feel good about what your team is doing. And I gotta say here, you know, the Tigers have a solid team all the way around here in the infield with their sticks. They've got home run power. They've got small ball potential. They can hit line drives. I mean, they've got it all here. So I tell you what, the Tigers are going to be hard pressed to be beat here in Game 2 tomorrow night, I believe. As well.
Yeah, I know you never want to do this, but if you play the what if game, do you put Benhart in the state semifinal or do you put Benhart in the state final?
You know, I think you've got to reach the state final. So I would try to get there with Benhart.
And then go possibly by committee in your state final?
And maybe go by committee. You've got the kids that can do it. So, you know, your first step is to get there. You worry about everything else after you get there, in my opinion. There's the pitch, swung on and fouled back to the backstop by number 1, Adam Cordona.
Joy, this 3 batters here have gone 1 for 5 on the night against Alan Benhart.
Now, Benhart's threw a gem of the game tonight here. There's the pitch. Swung on and hit up the center. And Adair tries to dive for it. Almost comes up with it. And Cordona rounds first base and sees that both players on the ground, but both players jump up real quick.
See, Benhart said, Bryson Adair said, I'm even going to go to second without my hat.
I tell you what, Cordona and Reyes, both good outfielders. Cordona playing center field, Armando Reyes really with that strong arm in right field, and we saw how strong it was a while ago. Threw a rope in from right field to third base, and that's not easy to do, my friend.
No, but definitely if you look at your Malakoff outfielders, I mean, with Nate Jones, Regan Smith, Brandon Nations, all three strong arms for your Malakoff Tigers, too.
Oh, I'm telling you, I mean, this team is filled with nothing but strong arms. There's no lollipops here, I guarantee you. Reyes up to bat for Yo. There's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. And that one rolls on top of the cage and then falls down to the ground.
Roughly 91, 92 pitches maybe on the night now for Mr. Alan Benhart.
It'd be safe to say he's going to probably finish with around 105 pitches, hopefully less here. Double play would certainly help that cause out. There's a pitch, little deuce right there, 64 miles per hour. Of course, the Tiger infield shortstop, Adair playing back, and the Tigers' second baseman, Wes Husted, playing back on the infield as well, double play depth. So possibly could turn two here. 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count to the batter, number 2, Armando Reyes.
I do believe the catcher got hit right on the side of that chest plate right there, and it sneaked past it and kind of felt the sting off that one.
I'll tell you, if one does sneak past it, it does sting a little bit.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of catching a young man in high school. He threw 95 plus. His name was Paul Coleman from Frankston, Texas. And catching him behind the plate was a very tough chore to do. Let me tell you about it. Oh, a nice pitch right there. Oh, my, not even called. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. And 79 miles an hour?
79, yes, sir. He's still got the arm on him.
So 79 miles per hour, and it looked like a pretty pitch to me, but it's a tight zone tonight for the back umpire. There's a pitch right there, swung on and hit the right field. Out of play, though. Way out of play. And so 7-0 is our score. If you're just joining us, folks, we're in the bottom of the 7th inning here. Your Tigers winning in game 1 here, 7-0. There's the pitch, and it is hit to right field, out of play.
Well, most people will already know what happened after Game 1, but they will see it in the Athens Daily Review on Saturday. Unfortunately, we're 3 days a week now, so that's the best we can do. Game 2 will be in our Tuesday paper, and Game 3, if you need it, also will be in Tuesday's paper.
There's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. The throw down to first base. Gets past Cole Gaddis, but never fear, the right fielder is there. And Brandon Nations comes in, backing up to first base. The throw down to first base, picks it up and holds the runner at first. 1 out here for the Tigers now.
Double play ends it.
Yeah, double play will end it here. Trying to get a number on the batter now.
Number 7.
Number 7 up to bat for Cameron Yo, and that is going to be Bobby Borges, who had a hit last time at bat.
Borges is, 1 for 2 on the night, Joey, with 1 strikeout.
Borges, the left fielder. Runner on first base for Yo. There's the pitch. Swung on and hit to right field. Nations 1 step back, comes up, can of corn, 2 outs there.
Good
so
pitch.
Nations makes the squeeze in right field for the easy out. And I said he may have 105 pitches, but he may have less than 105 now if he keeps this up.
Well, he's
Tracer Lopez up real quick, guys. He's 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts on the night. Unofficially, still right now, I have him at 98, but Game Changer is not caught up completely yet, so 99 is kind of what we're showing on the board.
There's the pitch, called ball 1. I tell you, I just can't get over this tight strike zone here. If I was Coach Adair, I'd be going nuts right now.
6 1/3 innings, 3 hits so far, 9 strikeouts.
Good night on the mound.
3
There's
walks.
the pitch, swung on and hit to first base. Gaddis over to the pitcher and not in. Oh,
That's
he
it.
got him. Goodness gracious, for the 3rd out. I thought he was safe.
Game over
And
in Game 1.
What a play right there as Alan Benhart races over to first base to put his foot on the bag from Cole Gaddis.
So 11:20, we are done, Joey.
Yes, sir. And the Tigers win game 1 here at Don Sanders Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston University by a score of 7-0, folks. A shutout game by Alan Benhart, a 3-hitter, 1 error, by the way, for Benhart. And, oh, my, what a game.
Joey, I'm going to pull out so I can try to get down there to head coach Sean Adair and get some quick comments.
And we appreciate you, Joe Ellerson from the Athens Daily Review, joining us tonight on the headset, trying to keep him dry. And the Tigers do it, folks, 7-0 here at Sam Houston State University's Don Sanders Field. And the Tigers now will have game 2 tomorrow at 7 o'clock, weather permitting. Now, they will get that game in tomorrow night. What the weather's showing right now is rain will be up to about 4, 5, 6 o'clock, and then it will slowly taper off, and then the Tigers will probably get this game in as well for game 2. Tigers looking very, very good tonight, and Alan Benhart the Tigers rode his arm all night tonight, Jonathan.
Yeah, beautiful pitching by Benhart tonight. I mean, you couldn't have done it any better.
A 3-hit, 1 error shutout. You know, that 1 error could have been avoided if he took his time, but hey, never mind. The Tigers win, and 7-0, and on their way to the state finals. And the Tigers, what else can we say? Game 1 in the books, and the Tigers do it, folks, 7-0. And for everyone who's been a part of this broadcast, I'm Joey Snowden for Joe Ellerson and Jonathan Snowden, bidding you farewell and good night until tomorrow night when we bring game 2 between the Cameron Yeoman and the Malakoff Tigers for the regional final here at Don Sanders Field at Sam Houston State University. Everyone be careful tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.